Late in the third quarter last night, the Cavs passed deep to LeBron and got bumped by Steph and Clay and could not control the pass. LeBron clearly thought a foul should have been called, and Ty Lue got a tech for arguing with the refs. This isn't the first time the Cavs have been upset with the officiating in the first two games of the series. So, Shannon, did the refs get this call right?
Absolutely not. Skip, you know, the fall, you can see Clay hits LeBron's legs and knocks him off balance. He got penalized for being too big and not going down instantly, because basically he didn't want to go down. You know, he's trying to maintain his balance. But they fouled him. They know they fouled him. And in this series, LeBron has been on the wrong end of a lot of bad calls. He was clean. He picked Kevin Durant's pocket. They called a foul.
That was bad.
I believe Loney fouled him at the top of the key. They did not call a foul. The charge that was overturned to a block. There's a lot of calls. And even in the last 2-minute report, they said LeBron got fouled on a play. And there was a lane violation.
They missed two.
Exactly.
Draymond's lane violation, Steph's foul on LeBron before the George Hill pass.
What I'm surprised about, Skip, okay, not that the home team, because we know the home team gets some home cooking, but that's just not any player. That's a historic figure. They normally get the benefit of the doubt in most situations. 90% of the time, if it was close, nah, Jordan ain't fouling. If it was close, nah, Magic ain't fouling. Bird didn't foul him. LeBron's not getting the calls. And I get it. You know, we've never seen a guy the size of Malone and can do what he can do. That's not how you're supposed to officiate. You're not supposed to get less calls if you're this big. You're not supposed to get more calls if you're that small. If the call happened, there's a reason why. We've seen LeBron make those plays so many times. And all of a sudden now, guy who has great balance, he just stumbles and loses the ball up out of bounds. That was a bad play. Because it was a big swing. You get a tech up because they had just scored. Now you get a tech. They shoot a free throw, and they come down and get more points on top of that.
So I will give you this. The Cavs, and especially LeBron James, have been on the wrong end of far more calls than Golden State has been through two games.
Right.
And the 2-minute report was offensive to me, the last 2 minutes about
They should have left that one alone, Skip.
Wow.
Don't do that,
Those
Skip.
are shocking disclosures, man. Woo. This call was tricky for me because now we're into Shaq syndrome. We're into LeBron is so much bigger and so much stronger, and the truth is so much faster. That was like Gronkowski rising over two defensive backs to snatch a ball out of the sky. And you're saying he is twice as big as those two guys, Steph and Clay. So I had a hard time with it because there was so much contact, also initiated by LeBron accidentally, just because he's so big and strong. I don't know what to do with it. I guess I would finally call a foul. When I saw it in real time, I didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was a good no call just because I'm thinking of Shaquille O'Neal. And I covered a lot of Shaq games in the playoffs where I don't know how you referee it after a while. He's just too big for the game. Where is it an offensive foul or is it a defensive? I don't know because he's just powering through people, and this was classic LeBron. LeBron doesn't play with Shaq's mentality of I'm just going to run over you. He doesn't play that way. But in this case, it was another touchdown pass from Kevin Love, almost full court, and LeBron went back into tight end mode, right? That was the guy in high school who could have been a star tight end.
He probably would have come out better had, when he felt the contact, just gone down.
Might have.
It was the fact that he tried to maintain his balance.
He actually secured the ball in flight, which was a great tight end play. It's a Shannon Sharp play, right?
Because we saw it against Boston. Remember, Skip, the touchdown, he caught it with the left. He caught it with one hand with three guys around him, laid it up, you know. That's what I'd have did, you know. Tom Brady should have had hands like that in Super Bowl, Skip. I'd have won that one.
Really? I mean, the pass that was completely over his head.
Don't do that, Skip.
Out of reach.
No.
And he catches a lot of. How many balls does Tom catch per game?
He caught one.
What, 7? Right?
He caught one before. Hey, you see LeBron? How many times did LeBron catch a football? He ain't caught a football since his junior in high school.
So I'm wondering, when is this all going to right itself and equal out?
Thursday.
You think so?
Thursday.
Are the refs going to hear enough about this over the next 2 days, almost 3 days?
Well, who's going to be the officials?
I don't know.
Because they done had Ed Malloy. They done had Kenny Maurer. They done had Tony Brothers. They had Derek Stafford. I think Callahan was one of them last night. I'm running out of...
I think Kenny Maurer will be back because he's the chief of the officials, you know, so I think he's probably going to get game 3. And I hope that the calls on the Kings home floor even up because this has not been a fair fight so far.
No.
It has not been. I will give you that.
Well, Derek Stafford's my boy, so
Yeah,
I won't
right.
say anything bad about him. I might
Yeah.
elbow him when I see him.
Okay.
But he cool. He good people.
Yeah. Well, this.
Sean Wright need to call one of the playoff games. I need to call what you call him. He's another one of my friends out of Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah.
LeBron got to the free throw line how many times last night? It wasn't very many.
9. I think he was 7 or 9.
Yeah. He shot 18 in game 2
Yeah, he was 7 or
back
9.
in 15. So I don't know. I don't think he is getting the calls he used to get because we all have agreed he's the greatest freight train to the basket we've ever seen for outside of Shaquille O'Neal, obviously.
Well, I think it's going to be
Right.
running of the Bulls. You know what happened in Pamplona?
Yeah.
Yeah, they finna turn this one loose.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They finna turn this old, what's a mean bull? Probably a chalet. Bullation was a chalet. Maybe it's a cross. Yeah, he's a chalet.
Well,
That
they
old
gonna
yellow
blow
bull.
some
Bad
whistles?
yellow bull.
Yeah. Is the Bull going to get to shoot free
Well,
throws?
LeBron will be he'll be Angus.
Yeah.
Angus, yeah.
Well, then maybe
You'll know
that'll.
about Cali,
You think you're going to get back in the race for 80% free throws in the playoffs?
What are we shooting right now?
Yeah.
What are we shooting right now?
I don't know, maybe 74.
Can we go back?
Missed
Can we
a
make it
couple
out of this series? Can we just make it this series?
No, we cannot because you said for the playoffs he would shoot 80%.
I want to do it for just series.
Yeah.
I want to redo the bet.
Redo the.
Yeah, I want to do
That's
an
not how
addendum.
this works.
Let's do the addendum.
I
Will
don't
the
do
Cavs
addendum.
bounce back and win game 3 at home? We'll discuss that next.